Hey guys, how you doing? Shane here. Just thought I'd give you a sneak peek behind the curtain of a project that I've been working on. It was actually ready a couple of years ago, but I figured this is the 30th anniversary of the classic Robert Miles record, Children, and I did my own little thing a couple of years ago with it, and I didn't actually put it out for one reason or the other. But what I figured we'd do today is actually just take a listen to it for a little bit and then I'll break it down. And if this is the kind of stuff that you're interested in, please bang a comment down below, let me know, and I'll do more of it. Okay, so that's the basic gist of it, and let me break it down for you a bit. Couple of elements on this. Obviously a kick. This was actually a closed live hi-hat that I added a long reverb tail to and ended up with this. Probably more complicated than it really needed to be, but you know, I figured why not. This clap is actually from Grant Nelson's Studio Essentials. We've got a couple of top loops. This is actually from, I think, the Studio One library, if I'm not mistaken. Another set of top loops. Can't tell you which library this is from, but sounded good, so I just chucked it in. And then you've got this set of tops. So with the piano, what I did was I actually did two bounces. So one of the pianos is in stereo and the other one's in mono, right? You'll hear it quite distinctly. I'll play the mono one first. And it's quite dry, with the exception of the delay that's added to it. But otherwise, it's pretty dry, right? And then the other piano is actually in stereo, so it's a bit wider. This one's got a couple of things on it, right? It's got a really, really wicked reverb sort of sound, but that was accomplished using this. So this was actually available for free for, I think, a month. Soundtoys did this. This was actually a free download, and I figured, well, why not? It's free, right? Let's just get it and try it. And this is absolutely wicked. So this is what it sounds like. It leaves such a beautiful, haunting tale. I'm not sure if it's still available for free, but go check their site out. I mean, if it is, you gotta grab this. This is excellent. Starting it all off, so this was just a pad which I sidechained to the kick. So you'll hear it actually goes along with this. And that's actually from, it's just a pad from the M1. So nothing spectacular. Just tuned a little bit, detuned a little bit, but that's really about it. And then here is a second pad, which is just sort of a low sort of note, which you can barely hear, but when you play them together, it really makes a difference. I suppose let's just do the guitar, right? So this is actually from Korg M1. And on that as well, I've got another instance of the Space Blender going into that, as well as the Pro R from FabFilter. So again, just long ass reverb on that. Also from the M1. And just having a look at this. So this has also got an instance of Space Blender. It's got a compressor on it and some reverb. And the sound itself is just a default patch from the M1. And then all together, so you can hear that sort of pumpy effect. That as well, again, sidechained with the kick to give it that effect. The bass sound itself is actually a patch that I messed around with many moons ago. So it was from a synth that was included in the old Cakewalk Sonar. When I first got Sonar, it was Sonar version, gosh, I want to say 3 or 4. And the synth was called Pentagon. And as the years went on, Pentagon didn't evolve into a 64-bit plugin. So what I ended up doing was, one of the few sounds that I actually ended up using from Pentagon all the time was that. So what I did was I just sampled every single note from the 32-bit plugin, made a contact patch out of it, and that's basically what you hear there. But it's one of my favorite bass sounds. I've used it on so many records. But you would know it just by listening to it. On its own, it doesn't sound great, if I'm being honest. But once you put it into the mix and it sort of blends with everything else, I just love it. So if you listen to it on its own, it's really unremarkable. It's got a bit of that growl and some low end to it, but not great by any stretch of the imagination, right? If you had to hear that sound on its own, for me, it's not a fantastic sound. But once it's in the mix, this one's from Arturia. It's basically the brass from the Prophet 5. A little bit of reverb, a little bit of delay. That's all I've done to it. So this is actually disco strings from the Contact library. I can't remember where I got this from, if I'm being honest, but I think it was a free thing that somebody did somewhere along the line. But it fed into Contact. It sounds great. I use it all the time. And then this is actually from Sonar. This is the SI string section from Cakewalk Sonar, which I just carried over. I've still got Sonar installed here. And then just a shitload of reverb and delay, which basically gives it that sound, and it sort of sounds like this. Hopefully, that's given you some insight as to how this all works. Again, not something I'm used to doing, but if this is something you actually enjoy, do let me know, because I'd like to know. And if it is, I'm happy to break down other stuff that I've done. If there's something you want to hear, maybe just have a sneak peek behind the curtain, I'm happy to oblige. Just let me know, leave a comment or whatever. But Children will be out for pre-order at Traxsource on April 13th, with an exclusive promo dropping on April 23rd and a full release across all digital and streaming stores May 26th. So if you dig it, please support it. I really, really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, if you're feeling generous, thumbs up, subscribe. And if you dig the music, consider checking me out on Traxsource. You can find me under my artist profile, Shane D. Tons of stuff there. And you can find tons of stuff on my label as well. Merch store coming soon. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll speak to you soon.